Hi, I'm Darcel. I'm an attorney in Seattle. I own my own law firm, DAL Law Firm, and I coach other lawyers who want to open their own law firms, run their own law firms, in a schedule that works for them. So today we're talking about your role as the manager of your law firm, embracing that role, understanding that role, and what it requires of you. Because you need to understand that practicing law and running a law firm, it's a business. And what kind of business? You're in the business of sales. Yes, sales. And what do you sell? Well, you sell legal services, okay? As a business, the more you understand about your business, the more successful it can become. But the opposite is also true. And the less you know about your business, the less successful it will likely be. So let's talk about your role as the manager of your law firm. As a manager, especially if you're a true solo with no help, you are responsible for the day-to-day operations of your law firm. You're keeping eye on the money. You're keeping eye on the business, making sure it's on track, hitting its goal, meeting its metrics, keeping yourself productive and efficient. And if you do have some help, if you do have some staff, then you're also managing them. As law firm owners, a lot of lawyers are not prepared for stepping into the role of being the manager of their law firm. When I was in law school, learning how to run a law firm was not part of the curriculum. I don't know if they even offered that as a course. I think they do now, but even if they had offered it while I was in law school, I wouldn't have taken it. It wouldn't have been of interest to me because at that time, which was many years ago now, I think I've been practicing, this is my 15th year practicing. So I've been out of law school for quite a while, right? And when I was in law school, I had no plans to open my own law firm. That was nowhere in the cards for me. You know, I think I've shared before that I was going to become a prosecutor, or work for our Attorney General's office somewhere on a government track. But this was in 2008, 2009, when the market crashed. The state had a budget freeze and could not bring us on when we graduated law school. I was working there in my second year of law school. And here in Washington, as a 2L, you can do what's called a Rule 9, which is like a limited license to practice law. So I was prosecuting like misdemeanor cases. You couldn't prosecute felonies, but I was doing misdemeanors, and that's where I thought I was going to go. And then they couldn't hire us, and I couldn't sit around and wait. And I've shared kind of my journey, and so I'll make sure that's linked below. I won't go over that again here today, but all that to say is that I didn't take that kind of class in law school. I don't even think it was offered, and I did not have any kind of business experience. And so figuring out this law firm ownership and how to run a law firm, it's taken me a lot longer than I'm hoping it will take you by me sharing my experience and what I've learned along the way with you. So as a law firm owner, if you're looking to open a law firm here soon, or you're in the early stages of having just opened your law firm, where does this leave you? Where do you get that business experience? How do you develop those managerial skills that you need to have a successful law firm? Well, you're starting somewhere like here, right? Videos like these. There's plenty of people online talking about running a law firm, right? So viewing videos like these, kind of understanding other attorneys' experiences, the books, the CLEs, getting some mentors, more than just one, having some really good mentors has been vital to my success as a law firm owner. Most of my mentors are other solo lawyers who are also moms, and we just kind of have this shared experience and camaraderie of running a law firm, but also being a mom and trying to always juggle those two and find that balance we're all looking for, right? And then also maybe even if you're able to do so, having a coach or consultant to help you and your law firm to be successful. And so that's what I do with my coaching practice, is that I work with, attorneys who want to open their own law firms or want to run their law firms in a way that fits into their lives with the time that they're looking for and how to be more efficient and more productive with their time and still have a good income for themselves. That's kind of where I work with people when I'm coaching and consulting them on how to open and run a law firm for them. So, where does that leave you? What do? There's some resources out there for you to learn about it. But then what's next? Because you have to understand that, while you're a lawyer, so you're pretty smart, right? And you've worked really hard to become a lawyer. And maybe you've been a lawyer for a while. Maybe you're fresh out of law school. But if you're going to open a law firm, you need to understand that practicing law is going to be the smallest part of your day. I'm sorry to break this to you, but it's going to be the smallest part of your day because you're busy running the business. You're busy doing sales. All of my consultations, those are sales. I'm a salesperson. I am selling the legal services that I offer, okay? And so, again, focus on the books, the videos, the podcasts, the resources. Maybe your county or your state bar association has resources. I know here in Washington we do. And you need to understand the discipline it requires that you have to be able to have a successful law firm. Now, I truly enjoy it. It was the best career decision for me, especially given where I was 8 years ago when I opened my law firm and my kids were very small. They're 13 and 11 now, so they were like 5 and 3 then. And just kind of given what I needed in my life and what my personal priorities were, as well as my professional priorities, going out on my own was hands down the best decision that I've made for my career. But because I tell you that it's best decision, and also because I share with you that, I run my law firm at about 25 hours a week, don't mistake that for meaning that it's easy. Because that's not what I mean. And that's not what I mean, and don't get that confused. Because it's a lot of work, for sure. It's a lot of work. But it's so worthwhile. It's worth the hard work because I directly reap the benefits of my hard work, right? And so I wouldn't do it differently. I wouldn't, let me back that up. I would do it differently in that now there's so many more resources available to get you to where I am a lot sooner, right? It took me a long time to learn the things that I've learned. Coaching for lawyers and, people are more transparent now, I feel like, about that process, whereas before, I couldn't find it out there. Not a lot. So I hope this was helpful for you to understand the managerial aspect to owning and running a law firm. So make sure this was helpful for you. If you're in your journey of opening a law firm or running your law firm, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I'll have some other videos listed below and some resources for you. I have some free guides, so I'll post those below to share with you. And I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.